end of August, and we've had little episodes of rain again. Some dahlia with the kales finally sizing up. And did deadhead that one. The zinnias are finally in full force. We still have, just this little bee friend. There we go. Still have a couple evening primrose. Travis Candia there. I think we need to take our sign down. Our dahlia. Looks like we got some wonky ones here. Go. And I did come through and weed, but it looks like I missed some things there. Lavender, I partially pruned. Sage back there. All of the zinnias that are popping up here, these are all self-seeded. I did come out and put in the salvia. Rue back there. That dahlia still hasn't bloomed. Didn't go back and find the other one. So they have one of the new ones finally bloom on the back, and it was gorgeous. Little catnip growing out of the rock here. I wish these kales would size up like the other ones. Did go back and do the Magella pod back there. I went and distributed. That is lavender I put up here. Some Tulsi. I did come out and put out a few babies the other day. And to trim back the catmint. That might be some of the salvias. I had several salvias I put out. There's some up there, like these guys here. It's actually native. I think I need to take these okras up. I brought some echinacea from the back, some anisissa to distribute, columbine, sedum, prickly pear cactus, more sedum. Come around here. Yeah, I finally brought some of the babies up here to put in the ground. I have not been keeping up. My little lilacs. That one looks fine. This one, not as much. And then that one looks fine. And I'm going to pretend that's not there. I brought up anisissa from the other side of the yard. Sort of chop and drop here. Figs. Wine and spirits, Wedgella. So come back over here real fast. See if I can figure out what I put in over here. So echinacea I brought from the back. Yeah. So like these guys, that's one. And then these are Brazilian verbena that's flopped over. That one might be as well. No, it doesn't look like it. I wonder if that's the butterfly bush that I thought was dead. I don't think that's what I put in the other day. Well, that is the wonderful thing about letting the space go wild, isn't it? I'm surprised. Then we do have This is the Brazilian verbena. It's reaching way out there. My black and blue salvia is finally blooming. And let's see, this dahlia that's reaching way out has got several blooms on it, but she hasn't bloomed yet. Oh, I feel like that might be something I didn't plant. I don't know. We'll have to. I feel like that might be a weed. We shall see. My pecan tree did have a pecan on it. These are plum trees. These guys here. Come around the other way. I discovered that the hazelnut shrubs have actually been producing quite well. I just haven't seen any of them because the wildlife has, I covered it up. But there's all these shells here. So I guess the squirrels or something have been eating all the hazelnuts. To here I was thinking it just wasn't producing yet. I just haven't been fast enough. That's the thing. Columbine, purple ball basil, all the artemisia I put in here went straight to seed. Sorry, road noise is getting loud. For columbine, purple opal basil. Looks like, I think my bear friend must have come through because this fell over. That's amaranth. And I guess the sunflowers didn't make it there. Got some scabiosa there. These are the amaranth that are still up. Let's see here. If I can get down in here and see the other little dahlias. Follow my bear friend. So there is that one. And the other one is right next to it, but I guess she didn't have any blooms right now. And then there's also Baptisia right there. But I had it right in front of my face. Okay. Got hibiscus about to bloom right there. That's gladiolus down there. Alright, back at my little drainage spot here that we put in this summer. Amaranth. Some sunflowers. And that keeps them getting uncovered. There's a penstemon growing away. And I wish the hibiscus was blooming so you could see that. That's alright though. This is number 3, Wine and Spirits by Jella. And we will come back over here, check out the wild spot. Got some boards sowing itself here. I didn't get out here to pick raspberries yesterday, so we're sort of middle of the season. So there's a good bit. Got some dead stalks in there I haven't been able to get to, but we've been getting really good harvests just about every day. Forsythia here. I think that is literally a cutting I put in, stuck in the dirt, and I believe that's another Forsythia. This is a canna that I did not plant. I have another on the other side of the fence, so I don't know where they came from. If they just were here and I uncovered them, but we've been here 8 years, so I don't know how long canna bulbs can hang out in the ground. Catmint that I desperately need to divide up. Salavatski pomegranate. These guys, let me see, I've got a sunflower that's kind of curled over here. This is what brings in our bear friends, the lure of sunflower seeds. But the Aceothera did bloom, some of it. those guys. And it's just up back there. My little 9 barks that I wish were a lot bigger. Got a Gerber daisy. I believe that's a peanut plant that a squirrel planted for us. We've got a couple of those. So hopefully next year those will be a lot more full of bloom. So we did have some. And bark. See what I've done here to try and manage the runoff. We need to work on that a little bit. Sorry for all the road noise. Ice plant and the geranium is almost dead. Pomegranate, that's a wonderful pomegranate, I believe. We've got gardenia under there. Did plant a couple things. The dianthus did well. These little guys are never going to bloom. Celosia, got a much bigger one in the back. I think they probably just didn't get enough light. But, they're making it. Pretty much all of the lilies are done. Finally got a dahlia bloom there, but not from the Dracula dahlias or little guys. What else? I think that little French lilac is also not doing very well, so maybe we'll move it. It looks like I've got some volunteer probably oregano in there and Tulsi basil, and that was the other wine spirits Vigella that I missed the first time around. See, all my dahlias are flopping over. I did have a tomato cage on it last year. I did put one on there this year. That is the zebra crossing dianthus right there that I think I've gotten once or twice. All right, lavender, Macrocephalus viburnum. That's got just long branches in the back for no reason. And my gladiolus that never bloomed this year. They don't grow happy. Hookers and baby hosta. My poor little, all of my little gargoyles. Like this one was probably 20 years old and his wing is starting to fall apart. But this little guy got pulled off and fell over, and I don't know, maybe because he was farther out I ran over him again. I don't know. Poor buddy. Thank goodness I have another one. I might have to order more than that because that's a full casualty. But yeah, there was debris that had backed up in it, and apparently it got pushed off because we got so much rain. And so my beautiful little gargoyle buddy fell off there. Alright, that's a toad lily back there. And our little hostas, ajuga, heuchera, coleus, some black mondo grass, my little goth garden. My black lace elderberry is not looking so happy. She did look real happy earlier in the year, so maybe this is just, she's preparing for fall, for winter. More coleus and ajuga, hostas. This elderberry, on the other hand, just won't quit. It's quite happy. I think I need to cut it down some more, but so yeah, ajugas and heucheras, columbine, and the columbine should bloom next year. Oh, black lace elderberry back there. I don't know what's happening with my, okay, I must have hit something there. Sorry if that was grainy. Elderberry. Yeah, the black lace elderberry that I grew from cutting, doing well. These guys just literally took a branch that I cut and stuck it in the dirt, and apparently that's enough for the officinalis elderberry. I think it's that easy to propagate. Some more columbines, hostas. hellebore that's all flopped over there. An elderberry that's flopping out, reaching over, crowding out my painted fern that has some babies that might divide up later on. Columbine, hellebore, there's a little okra there, lamb's quarter that just popped up, and then my oak leaf hydrangea that is not as happy as it could be.